Welcome to Not Quite Midlife. I am Jessica. I am the creator and moderator of Not Quite Midlife, and I have one of my closest friends, Catherine, with me. Rachel was unable to join us for our inaugural episode, but she will be in future episodes, as well as we will have like rotating people from time to time coming in and giving their opinions about things. But what we're hoping to accomplish with this weekly show is to have conversations that seem to be missing this 35-ish to 45-ish age range when it comes to sex, dating, career, relationships, whether that is familiar relationships or friendships. But we want to be able to share our opinions and what we're going through, but truly we want this to be an interactive experience, so we want to know what you guys think as well. So please make sure to, if we're touching on something that seems to be hitting with you, please make sure to let us know what you would like more of, what you would like less of. And again, this will continue to be an evolving platform. So with that, I would like to introduce Catherine.
So I'm Catherine. I'm 40 years old, and
welcome to the club, baby.
Yeah. Recently divorced last year, and just started dating randomly, online dating or whoever I might meet. So yeah, it's been interesting so far.
Yeah. And Rachel will tell us a little bit more about her story when she joins us, but I obviously, like I said, I'm Jessica. I am single. I've never been married, and I don't have any kids. I'm 41. I know, you can't tell. But that's really why we kind of created this platform. So with that, kind of going into the first thing, we're going to start a series. Our first series is on dating, right? So Catherine, let me ask you, it just seems like if you're not online, it seems like that's what the general masses are doing. If you're not online, you're not meeting anybody. How are you meeting people? I know you're fresh out of a divorce. First of all, before you get into that, let me ask, how is dating now post-divorce?
Weird. It's been a lot of years, so it's different. I never did online dating before. I'm still trying to decide how I feel about it. I don't think I'm a huge fan just yet, but I mean, yeah, that's how you're going to meet people. I've met a couple of people here and there. I do like that better, like a natural, more organic kind of feel, I think it's more fun maybe. But yeah, it's different, interesting.
So when was the last time that you actually dated?
Like about maybe 10 years ago or 9 years.
So yeah, there's definitely been a major shift. I mean, actually even not just even a shift of how you're dating, but where you are in life.
Right.
Because where you're at, I mean, I know for me, where I was at 30 is different from where I'm at 40.
Right.
So how do you feel like when you were dating at 30 versus now kind of tiptoeing back into the dating world? What do you feel like that's been?
I feel like I'm more aware, for sure, that I'm going to be a lot pickier because I know more of what I don't want and what I want, I guess. Dating right now, I don't really know what I want to get out of it. I'm not really looking for anything special, just entertainment, I guess.
And for me, being single and never being married, I've had definitely this transition of dating in my 20s versus dating in my 30s, and now going into dating into my 40s and seeing how it's changed in regards to meeting somebody. Because in your 20s, you're kind of meeting people when you're going out, meeting people when you're at the club. Yes, went to the club. And now, I personally am not a fan of online dating. I'm trying it. It's just, I am a very extroverted person. I get my energy from other people. So to sit there and swipe left or swipe right is very difficult for me. And I've definitely seen that transition. And I also feel, and tell me if you guys feel the same way, and tell me if you feel the same way. Maybe you haven't experienced this because you're just getting back into the dating pool. As I always feel with this swipe left and swipe right culture, I kind of feel like everybody's looking for what's better. Like nobody's ever like, oh, I have a great person in front of me. They're like, oh, there's got to be something better. Let's keep going.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so what? Tell me about an experience you've had with somebody you've met. Actually, no. I want you to tell me. I know we were talking. We were having all these girl chats in regards to the things that we're looking for in regards to dating. So I know you said you're pickier. So what would you not take now when you're dating somebody, and maybe you've experienced it already, and you're just like, no, immediately, versus something that you would maybe be more readily to accept before you got married?
Younger,
yeah,
too. Definitely, like, if somebody's going to put zero effort into going out, that's not very exciting.
I know you have an experience of zero effort, so I want you to talk about what this recent experience was, because I feel like so many people can relate to this. I know I can.
Well, I mean, if I want to go out with somebody, I think it's, part of being a man to plan something.
Wait, let me say, especially if you are going several miles, because you traveled a good 30 minutes to see this person.
Yeah.
So if you're making that effort, they should at least meet you halfway, right? In regards to the planning, because you plan to be out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think at minimum, put some good effort into one night worth of, plan something for dinner, plan something for where you're going to go, plan for what you want to do, not just, yeah, okay, I'll plan it. And then when I show up there, you're just kind of like, oh, tired and grumpy. And like, what do you want to do? Like, now we have to go. It's like, just cancel. I don't understand. I would
totally rather have somebody cancel and say, look, I'm tired. My heart's not going to be into it tonight. Let's plan for another day, than me putting the effort into getting ready, driving 30 minutes to go meet you, and me not know the area. You say, where do you want to go? I don't know what's around
here. No, which I expressed in advance. So that was kind of whack. And then of course is like, grumpy along the way, grumpy at the restaurant, where I'm sitting across and thinking, why am I even here? Like, I would rather be sitting at home on the couch by myself watching TV.
Have you been out with him since?
No.
And
he texted me today, actually.
Interesting timing of all of that. Yeah. And if he wanted to go out with you again, would you give him another chance?
I mean, I hate to say no to every grumpy day, but I don't think so.
No. Okay. There you have it. If you're watching, she's just answered the question right now for you.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, just in regards to going from dating, how do you prefer to meet people? I know you said you've gone online. How has your experience on online dating been so far?
Not great.
Because this person you went out with, you didn't meet him online,
no.
correct? You knew him already.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
for a long time.
Okay, so tell me about some of it. Have you gone out with anybody you've met online?
Yeah.
And how long have you been online?
Like a month.
Okay, so tell me about one or two of your experiences of dating online. Or what do you feel is the hardest part, actually, of when you go online?
Well, it's like fantasy land, right? You get this fake assumption of what this person may possibly be about, and then they're just going to tell you everything that they think you want to hear. It's not real.
I feel like you can get that either way. I personally always say the first 3 to 6 months when you're dating somebody, you're not dating the person, you're dating the representative.
Yeah. the trial period.
Yeah.
90 days.
Everybody wants to show, like, to put their best foot forward when they're initially, I think maybe when you have your first real argument, then you get to know, does somebody fight dirty or not?
Yeah.
You know, you start getting to know the real person when you get in your first argument, I think.
I don't feel like I'm necessarily like that, though. I'm just going to put out there. This is what I'm doing. If I'm sitting on the couch and doing nothing, I'm going to say I'm sitting on the couch and doing nothing.
Yeah.
But I found that doesn't seem to be true with these guys that, you know, they feel like they have to tell you, like, oh, I'm going out with friends and I'm going to be doing this and that, you know, and they're all going to the gym and they're all going, you know.
Okay, let me just say, I've seen some of your pictures and I've seen some of you in person. I know not all of you are going to the gym.
If you ain't, just say you're not. It's fine.
I mean, I get it because I feel like I'm the same way. If I'm doing something, then I'm doing something. If I'm not, I'm just chilling at home. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I need to put on a show for anybody, but maybe not everybody feels like that, you know?
Yeah.
So what are you looking for what are the things that entice you to swipe right on somebody online?
Looks, obviously. Adventurous photos. Something creative in their bio that they write. If they don't write anything, I feel like they are not creative at all. That's kind of lame. So, yeah. I don't like that. That's about it.
Yeah. That's not very difficult.
No.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm actually learning from, even though I feel like I've navigated a little bit because I'm not a fan of online dating. Catherine actually wrote my new profile because like I said, I work in public relations and communications. I could write a million words, maybe not a million, but I could write many words about Catherine. But when it comes to myself, I feel like I'm at a loss for words because I don't want to feel like I'm humble bragging. I don't feel like, I don't know. There's just something about when I'm talking about myself that makes me very uncomfortable when I write it down. So Catherine wrote it for me.
It came out good.
It did. It came out really good. And I've actually got some good response. However, this is what I've found so far. You match and then nobody says anything.
I know.
And one of the reasons, like, there's so many different platforms out there. And one of the reasons I didn't like Bumble was because the woman has to say something first. And I found that when I would say something, I wouldn't get a response. And that would be very frustrating because I'm like, why are we matching? I'm taking the effort to say something and then you're not responding to me. And I'm finding that here. So I'm trying to take a page because you're very blunt in the best way possible, though. I don't feel like you're mean. Maybe it's because I'm your friend and I know you so well. But when we had this conversation, you're just like, if I don't hear from them in 2 days, I delete them. If I message you out here, so I was like, oh, that's a good rule of thumb. Because if somebody could be really good looking, but if they can't even take the time to even write one word, even if they're saying, I don't know what to say here, at least that's honest, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't even do that and you're just not saying anything,
you must not be that confident.
You must not be that interesting. You can't even say anything. Right. I mean, at least I had somebody try to do it for me.
Yeah.
Because I felt like that was worth it. So, and then the body shots. Like, no face, the headless shots.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's not gonna...
You know, ladies, I know you know what I'm talking about. Guys, you know, I'm sure you get those as well. And you may have a different reaction. Let us know. But it's really that whole...
Guys like that.
I mean, some guys do. Some guys, I'm sure they like it, but maybe that's not the person they want to swipe on.
I mean, you can have one of those shots, but you also have to have a picture of your face.
Yeah.
With, like, no sunglasses on.
Or a hat.
Yeah.
If everything you're wearing is a hat...
Yeah, you don't have good hair.
Well, it's to me, I don't care if you have good hair or not, but I've noticed that a hat can make you look totally different.
Way better.
Yeah. So if everything you're wearing, sunglasses or a hat, I can't swipe on that.
Hey, you know what? I like sunglasses and a hat. That looks cute. But yeah, I wanted to see like...
Yeah, I want to know what you look like without that, right? I mean, I think sunglasses and a hat can hide a lot. And obviously, it's more than looks. Recently, I actually matched with somebody we were messaging, and he was, uh, we're having conversations, and my thing is, I don't want to be somebody's pen pal. Like, if we're talking for days on end and we haven't made any effort towards meeting, there's no point in continuing the conversation because why are we even on here? Like, the point is to meet up, right? Well, I was talking to somebody, apparently he just moved here from Canada, and he was saying how he didn't have his California license yet, and which is fine. Okay, I get that. I don't mind meeting you. Do not expect me to pick you up and drop you off.
It's like, oh, I don't have a car either.
There's
and I've
Uber.
been saving a lot of money at McDonald's.
Lyft.
No.
There's Uber, there's Lyft, there's other ways like to get where you need to go. So if you're just moving here, and apparently he'd been here 3 weeks, but then I was asking him what the difference between Canadian girls and American girls were, and then he started inferring about, oh, well, I wouldn't mind having sex with, and I was, time out, no. I was like, well, good luck with that. I'm not the person for you. And I matched with him because, no, like, I don't even know what to say to that because obviously in every relationship, or and not in every relationship because it depends on who you're in a relationship with, there's some aspect of being physical with somebody, whether that's kissing, holding hands, hugging, whatever. But I don't find it appropriate, and I don't find it attractive in somebody that I'm thinking about dating. If you're bringing that up, I've never met you, we've never had a real conversation, and you're bringing up sex. Yeah. Like, have you had that? I mean, I feel like I get that a lot. Do you get that all the time?
Yeah, I think that's probably what, like, most guys are there. Actually, I matched with a guy the other day, and his message was so sweet and so nice, and it said his name. Hi, I'm Mr. Creeper now. But it's like, I'm you know, whatever, and I think you're so gorgeous, and I would like to know if you'd be interested in hooking up with me. So I swear that was his very first message. And so, you know, I can entertain a funny conversation. I'm not like so blown away by it, but I'm like, really? So that's your MO? That's, you just go right out there and, you know, ask girls if they'll hook up with you. And he was like, yes, I do, until I get one that says yes.
Anyway, and here's the thing. That is the thing, because the reason people do that is because there are women who say yes. This is when I was in college in Dallas, and I had met for my 35th birthday. I was having a party, and I got off work early, and I was shopping for, you know, a dress and shoes and everything. And I was walking out of H&M, and I connected eyes with the guy. And I'm the person that I just smile. If I connecting eyes with you, I'm going to smile. And I go into a different store, and he follows me in, and he was very nice. He was just telling me how lovely I was and how pretty he thought I was, and he would like to take me out. I had to give him a lot of props for doing that, because he turned around in the mall to do that, to ask me out in person. So, you know, he wasn't necessarily my type, but he was cute, and I was like, okay, I have to, like, at least try and give this guy a chance, because it took a lot of guts to do that. So he had asked me out, and I was trying. And I know you're totally different on me with this. I do like to talk on the phone sometimes. Now, that doesn't mean I always want to talk on the phone, but I feel like there's certain things that you can't necessarily get across on a text message. It can come out differently. But if I'm just getting to know you and I don't know your sensibility, I don't know your sense of humor, I would rather have a conversation on the phone with you to get to kind of know that. So when we do text, I understand where it's coming from. So he had asked me out via text, and I said, maybe you should call me, basically leaving it at his court, basically saying, maybe you should call me and find out.
Right.
And then I get a message later saying, send me a pic of your pussy.
Wow.
where did that come from? Like, legitimately, he was a gentleman, and then that random text came through, and I was like, okay, no, and I ended it right there. I told him, like, I don't answer to vulgar text messages, so, I mean, I have, but not with him. But that's a different story. Those are different stories. But,
Yeah.
I mean...
I heard some stories.
But it's just one of those things. You're like, wait a second, I don't even know you. We've never gone on a date. Like, where do you get that? And I realized that the reason he sent me that and the reason he asked me that was because he's asked that before, and those text messages have worked. Yeah. And so, ladies, if you don't want to be treated like that, you need to set the standard. And same with guys. I mean, it's not just ladies need to set the standard, guys, because people are going to treat you the way you let yourself be treated. And I have been very guilty of letting myself be taken advantage of because I like somebody, because I thought, well, maybe if I did a little bit of this, like, it'll be reciprocated more. You know I'm guilty of that. So I would never say that I'm not, So this is our first show, and we want to keep it short because we just wanted to kind of start diving in and give you an idea of what we're going to be talking about. So again, this was our first one on dating. We're going to have a few series on dating, and then if you have questions or you have suggestions in regards, if you have online dating tragedies or triumphs, let us know, because we want to be able to share those with everybody, right?
I mean, there's some stories of people that are super happy. I mean, it's fine that they met online.
I just went to a friend's wedding in Mexico. They met online.
Yeah. There's lots of people that meet online. Seems to be the way. I mean, unless you're constantly going out, where else are you going to meet people? I mean, you can go to the bar, or you can go, I guess you can meet somebody at the gas station or at like Target or something.
I don't know. Maybe we need to put on our profile. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we share our profiles in regards to what it says and let you guys look at them and give us your opinions?
Do you think guys even read profiles?
I don't know. Do guys read profiles? I don't know. That's another thing that we can ask and we can figure out. But
I mean, I think they might after
looking at the pictures.
Get something to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like after you match.
Yeah. I mean, I think people should be creative.
I heard one guy said that he just like does like this, like with every girl, just hoping anybody will
matches them,
so he can have sex with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Then doesn't that?
I've been doing like the research and like talking about it and asking people.
Yeah.
So that.
Well, I do know that that's happened, and then I wonder when I've matched with somebody. Then it makes you wonder. Like, it makes you double take. Like, is that what somebody did with me? Is that why I'm not receiving a message? I don't know. It's hard. That's like, I tend to be I tend to be a pretty optimistic person. I see a cloud-covered sun and I say, the sun's out. It's not a cloud-covered sun. The sun is still out. So,
yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. You don't really know. I've been asking everybody.
Yeah.
Like, about their experiences and what they like and don't like, and just to kind of see.
And I feel like we obviously didn't have to experience this online dating thing when we were in our 20s.
No.
So.
But back then, you would meet a guy. He was so cute for the night. And then 5 years later, you're like, why did I waste my time with this dude? I never even liked him that much.
Are we speaking from experience?
But that's what I'm just saying. It's different. Nowadays, I'm not just going to be like, oh, this guy's so cute. Like, I don't like this, and I don't like this, and I don't like this, but it's fine. Like, no, I'm not going to be like that. It's.
Yeah. I mean, with age comes wisdom, and obviously, being married, there are certain things that that you will compromise on, and you won't compromise on now. I think, even as someone like myself who's never been married, I think that you start learning those things from different relationships. Of what, I know the things that I'll compromise on, but that doesn't mean that I still don't make stupid mistakes.
Well, yeah, everybody. Everybody is not perfect. Nobody's perfect. No relationship is going to be perfect. Nobody that you meet is going to be perfect. I mean, if you're dating, potentially you could have a guy that's adventurous and you could go do adventures with him, and you could have a guy that likes to take you out for dinner and you could go for dinner with him, and then you could have a guy who, you know, does creative stuff, and you can have a whole bunch of different guys to do that stuff with, right?
I don't even have one guy right now, so I guess, yes, of course you could have all those guys, but I don't know. I feel like I just dated for so long. And here's the other thing that I find dating in your 40s, as somebody who's single and doesn't have kids, I feel like guys put their expectation of what they think I want, like, on me. So I'm saying I'm 41. I've never been married, don't have any kids. So I almost feel like some guys are like, oh,
you're looking. Yeah.
Her clock is ticking. She's looking to get married and have kids. Right. Yo, calm down, because for me, having kids or not having kids, that is, if I do have kids, that's going to be part of a loving relationship, and that's just the cherry on top. But I'm perfectly happy not if I don't have kids, because I have so many kids in my life that I honestly don't feel my biological clock ticking, and that will be a whole other episode. But the fact that
I'm definitely not having kids. Yeah. If a guy says he's interested in having kids,
then you're like, well. See, and there's another thing.
I mean, that doesn't mean I don't necessarily want to hang out with you, but like, you're barking up the wrong tree if you're like trying to like make relationships with me, because I'm not doing that.
Right. Yeah. And me, either way, it doesn't really, like I said, it's not something that necessarily is a breaker or not a breaker. But I feel like the assumptions get put on me in regards to doing that. So, she wants to get married. You know what? Yeah, one day, do you want to get married? That does not mean I want to get married to you.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm going on a date with you doesn't mean I want to get married to you.
I don't even give you anything.
Yeah, I don't even know if I like you.
Right.
Like, a date is just a date. That's all. So,
yeah.
I don't know. But that is our first episode. So thank you guys so much. We will be recording these weekly. And again, let us know if you have any questions, if you have any topics, if there's something that you want to hear, there's something interesting that you've heard us already talk about. So thank you guys. Till next time.
Bye.
That's not quite midlife.